One of the ways I think that enables you to feel like this is your church is by serving. I think it moves you from being on the outside looking in to being a part where you have belonging and you feel connected to the church. And I think that's the only way to really have that feeling is to serve. One of the reasons we visited Redeemer in the first place is because I had a friend who would always talk about it being her church and that she loved her church. She just talked about it in a way I hadn't heard from very many people, and it really intrigued us, and I think that's why we visited the first time.
And I remember our first service and leaving, and they were just preaching the gospel, and we loved it, but we still didn't want to like it.
Even though we didn't really want to like it because it was too far away.
And as we got in the car, our daughter jumped in just full of excitement and said, "Can this be our church?"
Now we feel the same way. We can't wait to call it our church and tell people about our church.
I remember one Sunday serving in the nursery, and there was a lot going on, and I actually emailed the nursery coordinator and asked to never serve in the nursery again. I could never imagine I would be the nursery coordinator someday and love it. I've been at Redeemer 2 times. The first time we were here for 4 years, and then the military moved us. We came back to San Antonio in 2013 and basically came running back to Redeemer. We had been through a lot while we were away, so jumping back into serving felt a little overwhelming. I had to move from focusing on what I could do to what the Lord could do through me.
When we volunteer in the nursery, we get to meet all these kids, and they get these magical pretzels. They just love these pretzels like they haven't eaten in days.
In this ministry, we are loving the children, but we are loving the parents as well. And I'm so encouraged by our faithful volunteers.
For every Christian, serving is an integral part of following Christ. He came to serve, not to be served. And we're invited into that same privilege of serving God's kingdom. It's through our presence and service that we bless others, but we also make a connection. This is how we find a place and belong. This is how we experience true community.
The way that we connected at Redeemer was simply showing up and just coming to things, signing up for things, serving. And it was actually pretty simple, but that's how we connected to people.
You want to be everybody's best friend? Join the coffee team. It's a very simple process connecting to a church. You just need to volunteer, serve, and go to CE classes, and you start meeting people.
And I think that's the only way to really have that feeling is to serve and to be a part of what the church is doing. And the more you serve, the more connected you feel, and the more you want other people to have that very same experience for themselves.
We say at Redeemer that openness and warmth are central to our mission, and we really believe that. And everyone who comes through our doors are going to feel that welcome of the gospel as we serve, as we contribute.
You're the hands and feet of Jesus when you do this.
When people come to church, whether they're a new visitor or not, they're wondering. I think we're all wondering, right? Is there a place for me here? If you're new to Redeemer, or even if you've been here since the beginning, we want you to know that there is a place for you. From adult Christian education classes to community groups to men's and women's Bible studies. And you can serve in many different ways in Sunday morning service teams, volunteering with our children's and youth ministries. And there's also ways for you to serve and volunteer with our ministry partners throughout the city. We invite you to serve, connect, grow, find your place at Redeemer.
I think everyone that comes to church wants to move from the outside to feeling as though they belong. And you do that through serving.